thanks for your time this morning.
No problem.
Can you just tell us a little bit about the Get Into Golf courses that you run here at High Post Golf Club?
Yeah, so we're running, actually coming up soon in May, we're going to run a couple of taster sessions. It's mainly directed at ladies. What we generally do is get them up, newbies, people maybe trying to get back into golf, like you say, get them up here practicing, hitting some balls, meeting the lady members, maybe having a cup of tea or coffee afterwards. And then once they've done that, we then try and obviously collect however many, that pool of people that we've got come up. Then we try to sign them up into a sort of stage 1, 2, 3 course, which is a 4-week initially at stage 1, a 6-week at stage 2, and then sort of a Get Into Golf membership, which allows them then to get more out on the golf course, maybe some more one-on-one tuition rather than more the group sessions, so we can get a little bit more out of it in regards to the pros time with the individual sort of lessons and stuff. And yeah, looking to obviously push it. We don't try and get hundreds in at once. We try and do it in 2, 3, 4 small groups. Me and my team, 3 other assistants. That way we can kind of look after those individual people a little bit more rather than having 100, 150 people up here, and you can't really get that personal touch. And we find then we can push and get them through a bit more into joining the golf club because they get to know them a little bit better and that personal touch. And so.
Is there a particular age demographic that you target, or is there one that you found to be popular since you started the courses?
We don't target necessarily a specific age. Probably do find that it's more those ladies that come in maybe a little bit more into retirement, that sort of age, that are looking to maybe take up the game, like I say, or they've played it as a young junior and then they've not played for 40 years of maybe looking after kids or working or whatever. So we do find it's more that age that tends to come up and try it effectively.
In terms of membership numbers at High Post, how have you found them over the past couple of years?
Certainly increased. I know a lot of our categories are at the moment on a waiting list, as I know a lot of golf clubs are. With the pandemic and everything, it's kind of strangely given an injection to golf. A lot of people finding that it's a safe sport to play, be outside. You can play on your own, you can play as a group, but you can still do that distancing. And numbers are good. We're trying to obviously now look at retaining the members, looking after them, as I said before, and moving forward, hopefully we'll be in a strong position to move forward as a golf club, as so many others are.
For people watching this video who are thinking about getting into the game or getting involved, what kind of advice would you give them?
Obviously, I think you've just got to give it a try, give the game a try first and foremost if they're looking at getting into it. Don't be put off by its nature in the old days of being a little bit, maybe the game, seeing it as being stuffy and, sort of the upper class. It's a lot more available now. The money side of things, you can get clubs, you can get shoes, all the other bits. It's not so expensive. There's lots of driving ranges around now that are really good. They're kind of getting the sort of, not the drinking side, but more the social side element in with the driving range. So that's encouraging more of a youthful person to go. They do that indoors, outdoors. So even if the weather's bad in the winter, it's definitely more. It's more out there. People are definitely. I'm seeing a change, definitely. But ultimately, yeah, just come and hit some balls, try and enjoy it, have a lesson, and like I say, give it a go.
We're working as part of Mental Health Awareness Week this week. I'm sure you would think that golf has quite a few advantages for people's psychological health as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I think getting out and playing golf. I quite enjoy. I used to just going out on my own. Almost, you can just let your thoughts disappear. You can be in your own world. Playing late, especially this time of the year on a summer evening, you can walk around and you're just out there playing, and there could be the wildlife jumping out and around, and it's kind of a nice way to just disappear into that sort of ether, really. So, and like you say, mental health wise, it's a great way of clearing your mind. Obviously, socially as well, it's you can be around. I've made so many friends throughout golf. Obviously, it's kind of something I've grown up with from started playing the game at 5 years old, 4 years old, and my dad was a very good player. Played on the seniors tour, played on and off as a pro, amateur. So kind of led me through my career, and I've made so many friends, and socially it's been great for me over the years.
And finally, Mark, we've got the English Senior Women's Amateur Championship here at High Post this week. How good is it for High Post to have an England golf event back here?
It's great. we've not had one for a while. You know, back in my time of sort of in the late 90s, early 2000s, we had the Carriage Trophy, which was something that I played in, where David Porter won locally from Stoneham, who was a good player, and Zane Scotland. I remember Zane, it was the year he qualified for the Open. So getting those sort of types of players, and now the ladies coming back. We've had the British girls, we've had the McGregor Trophy. So yeah, getting them back to the golf club, getting it back in the forefront of you know, especially with social media now on that platform. You know, High Post as a golf course, seeing how good the golf course has been playing. I know there's been a lot of good reports this week, and that's a huge thanks to Tom Freeman and his team, because they're absolutely superb. You know, since I've been here, I don't know of many better greenkeepers in my time that have been here for sure as Tom, and he's so passionate. I think we share, myself and him, that same drive that I like to try and put as much effort into my job as he does, and it makes my job a lot easier. Certainly when he's producing a course as top-notch as that, we don't get too many complaints. So yeah, hopefully the ladies are enjoying it. They haven't had the best of time with the weather so far, but now it's into the match play. It's kind of knuckle down and one-on-one, and hopefully we get a good winner at the end of it.